Hi guys, watch me transform my clients. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ngala. So here, this is my client. She booked us. I'd already finished doing all the skin prep here, so we're going to dive right into the foundation. So here I use a Nigerian brand foundation here in that's the brand LB in shade aqua. So if you look at the foundation closely, you see that it's a full coverage but it's lightweight. And then look at how it covered all her dark spots. So that's why it's called full coverage. So I'm going in to blend. Remember my own technique, that's what works for me. I blend in with my foundation brush first, then I spray to set it in while I blend with my beauty blender. So here I have to blend it down into the skin to let it sit properly. This, I don't know, this technique works for me. I don't know for every other person. So here we're going into the highlighting. Here there's something I did here that I want you to take note, please. The concealer I use here is way too light for my client, but just keep on watching and see how I was able to hack and correct it. Please don't make this mistake. If you're going to do this, make sure you use a one tone lighter concealer. Here I use LA Girl concealer, I think in Warm Honey. What I was meant to use was in Toffee. So I went right in with my Tehila palette, blush palette. That's the red one, because she's really dark skin and her skin is quite rich, so I wanted it to pop, right? So here I didn't do liquid contouring, please, so just take note. I didn't liquid contour her face, but rather what I did was I powder contoured her face. So just keep watching, stay with me. Then don't forget that blending is the key. Like, if you watch my process videos, if you watch my tutorials, you will discover that I blend in a lot. I love to blend. So here I'm contouring her nose with the same foundation I use, because I don't want to use something way too darker than her face. And that's why I literally did not use a darker shade of foundation to liquid contour her face, like to sculpt her face. But what I did all through was just powdering. So there again, I'm blending in to make sure that there's no crease under. So here again, there's another mistake I made here, guys. I went in, instead of setting here, I think I took a lot of setting powder here. I was supposed to go in very mild just to set it into the skin first. If you watch my previous video, you will see how I did that. So if you see the second side, you see how I went in light on under her eyes. So right now I'm going to set all through her face before baking. Most times I choose if I want to bake or not. If I don't want to bake, I let it go. But if it's necessary, if you bake, especially if you know that you're going to have a lot of eyeshadow fallouts, bake. Please do bake. So powdering her face now. I already contour powdered her face. Like I contour powdered her face, if you understand what I'm saying. So this is me contouring her nose, and then I'm applying the blush, like a powdered blush again, just to make her face pop, you know. So here again, I'm laying her brows. Every strand I have to lay it down. Don't worry, I'm going to lay out all the makeup products I use in the description box, so just check again in the description box. You're going to see everything there. So here again, this is another mistake I made. The same concealer I still used it again on her brows. So but watch how I corrected it again at the ending of the video, so please stay with me. And in case if you make such mistake, the best thing to do is, the best hack you can just use is, once you're done blending, you use a powder that is her skin shade, whoever, whether it's a light skin or a brown skin or a chocolate skin or a very dark skin. If you find yourself making this mistake, this is the best way to correct it. So I'm applying the eyeshadow base here. So remember, you need to blend and keep blending, like blend very well. So here I'm going in again with the same powder I used to contour. This is where I was, tuning the concealer down. I had to tune it down and blend it properly and make sure there's no harsh lines at the end of the brows and then at the beginning. So but still keep watching and see how I toned it down. I'm going in right now with a brown eyeshadow, like a darker brown eyeshadow, a deep dark brown eyeshadow, just to do her transition, to transit and make it look a little bit darker, and then contour the end of her eyelid. And I had to use I actually use a 2 shade in this eyeshadow. I use a 2 shade in this eyeshadow, and I did not use any pigments in this eyeshadow, guys. It's just a Blossom eyeshadow palette, and then I mixed 2 shades, but they are close to each other, right? So but if you watch closely, that's at the end of the video, you will see where I did it. And when I was shooting this video, I actually used just one light to shoot. So but still, it's still not giving me what I want, guys. So the last one I did again, I went in with a darker shade. I went in with a dark black eyeshadow, just to make it pop a little bit, to give it depth, right? Because she's dark skinned. So if you don't do this, it might not really give you what you want. So here, guys, I'd already turned off my light completely. Here I was just working with natural light. So because I needed you guys to see this closely. So if you watch the brow bone, see that is not as pronounced as it was in the beginning. And then, so here, guys, I went in with my gel liner, that's in Tehila. So if you watch closely, you notice that I didn't give her a wing liner at all. I didn't want that. I wanted her eyes to pop and then to stay in shape because of the kind of lashes I wanted to use. I wanted her to look soft and natural all at the same time, even though her eyes was popping a little bit. So guys, I did her lash outside, off camera, sorry. I'm blending in. I had to blend everything just to make sure that there's no fallout or anything, but there was really no fallout. I was that careful. So I added more blush here just to make her face pop, because the look, what she did, the reason why she did this makeup was for a corporate shoot that she was going for. So I was trying as much as I can just to make sure her face pop, but not way too much. So the highlighter I'm using here is the same from the Tehila palette, but if you notice, see that I'm going in just a little bit, not too much. Didn't go way overboard, so she doesn't look artificial. So I'm going here now. I had to apply the TM Essential Bare just to soften the highlighter and then the blush and everything. That's why I use it. So I sprayed again to lock before I now use mascara like under her lashes and then underneath her lower lash again, just to make sure her face pop. So guys, please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, like, share and comment what you want to see next in the next video. I'll be glad to do it again. So from the same brand, the same foundation brand I used on her, LB, is the same palette I'm using here. The brown shade is from the palette. That's what I used to overline her lip. Then here again I'm using I think Becharm Ageless, yes, in nude. So make sure you blend everything. Just make sure you blend and blend properly. So I had to use a gloss again, Avon. So this is the finished look, guys. This is what our client looks like, and this is how she actually left, guys. This is the makeup without light, no light, just natural light. So here I had to turn on just one light, guys, just see the details. So guys, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.